Chapter 5, Geronimo, Stilton, and the Chocolate Chase. An egg napping. I
Biked,
and
biked,
until I felt like melted mozzarella. I hadn't realized I was so.
out of shape.
This day had barely started and I already needed a nap. After what seemed like forever, Hercules' office finally came into view. He worked just outside New Mouse City's
Port.
I turned left and took a inhale, but instead of a lungful of fresh, salty air, I breathed in something much yummier. Holy cheese! It was one of my favorite
Desserts.
cheddar vanilla scones. Maybe I should follow that smell. But just then my cell phone
Rang.
and I almost tripped my bike over in.
Surprise.
I pedaled to the side of the road and answered the call. Hercules' voice boomed out at me. "What's taking you so long, Geronimo? I'm here waiting for you, and I need your—"
Help.
"Be there soon," I squeaked. Not far away, I spotted a bike station, just like the one near my office. I quickly placed the bike in the rack. I could check out another bike after I visit Hercules. Then I hastily smoothed down my fur and headed to Hercules' office. I
Knocked.
and waited to be let in. "Password, please," a voice called through the door. "Come on, Hercules, it's
Me.
I said. "Me who?" the voice asked. "Geronimo Stilton! You asked me to come." The door opened and
Hercules.
looked annoyed. "You should have said it was you right away. We have no time to lose on
Silly.
games." He waved me in and closed the door firmly behind me. As usual, Hercules' office was a total
Mess.
How did he find anything in here? Just the sight of so many piles of stuff made me
Itchy.
all over. I scratched my elbow and looked for a place to sit. An old armchair seemed like the best bet, but it obviously hadn't been cleaned in a very long time. It smelled worse than a
Moldy wheel of brie.
I took a step forward to investigate further, but my paw landed on something
Slippery.
and went right out from under me.
Whoosh. Whoosh. Help.
I went tail over ears and landed in a heap in front of Hercules' desk. "Hercules, this office could really use a—" "Don't you think?" I asked. My friend shook his snout. "No time for that, my friend. We've got more
Important.
things to discuss." "Sure," I muttered, picking myself up and removing a
Banana peel.
from under my paw. "What's the urgent matter that you need my
Help.
with?" "I'm glad you asked, Hercules.
Squeaked.
Did you see your sister
Thea.
yesterday? Did she say anything about me? I sent her a basket of homegrown bananas."
Cheese niblets.
"Are you telling me that I biked all the way out here just so you could ask me about Thea?" Hercules looked offended. "I just wanted to know if she mentioned me. Those bananas aren't easy to grow. It's an entire tree." I put my snout in my paws. "No, she didn't. And if that's all you need to talk about, I really should be going." I turned to leave. "Well, I guess that means you don't want to help me find the world famous?"
Mouse. Brochet. Egg.
I stopped in my tracks. "The mouse Berger egg? Isn't it at the museum? It's the main highlight of the
Egg exhibit.
which opens tonight. The unveiling is the most important event in this year's
Spring festival.
I'm supposed to write an article about it. It's been
Spring. It's been egg napped.
Hercule exclaimed. "We have to find it before the exhibit opens tonight, or the whole
Spring festival.
will be ruined."
Rancid ricotta.
The egg has been stolen? Oops. Mouse Berger egg. Mouse Berger is one of the most famous jewelers of all time. He traveled the world to learn all the best techniques. One of his trips took him to New Mouse City during the first spring festival, when he received a chocolate egg as a present from a young mouselet. He decided to return the kindness with a very special egg. It was crafted from solid gold and decorated with rubies, sapphires, and emeralds. He had so much fun creating this egg that legend has it he made 7 more exactly like it. But now, only one of these amazing eggs is left. The first, created during New Mouse City's original spring festival. This is a
catastrophe.
I pulled at my whiskers. "Why did you have me come all the way here? We should have met at the museum to save time." Hercule
Shrugged.
"You're the one who said you would meet me here. You were in such a hurry to go, I didn't have a chance to explain. Besides, today the
streets are blocked off.
Remember? I need a ride."
Squeak!
Chapter 6, Bicycle Built for Two. Hercule and I raced out to the bike share station. Fortunately, they had several tandem bicycles that 2
Mice.
could ride at the same time. Just what we
Needed.
But when I tried to unlock one of the
Tandem.
bicycles from the rack, the little voice from inside the kiosk stopped me. "To rent a tandem bicycle, please
Pay.
the additional charge," it chimed. "What?" I cried. "I just paid for a super mega deluxe membership. Isn't everything included?"
No. Please insert your credit card in the slot. Crusty cheese curds.
I inserted my credit card again, paid another fee, and watched the kiosk spit out another
Very long.
receipt. Finally, Hercule and I were on our way to the Mouseum. With 2 of us pedaling, the trip should have been as easy as
Cheesy pie.
in no time. However, I was
Exhausted.
at a traffic light. I turned to see if Hercule was as tired as I was, but I saw that he was reading the
Newspaper.
His paws weren't even touching the pedals. "Hercule, what are you doing back there?" "I have to conserve my energy for the
Mr.
solving." "Of course," he said. "Oh, look, the light just turned.
Green.
We better get going." I sighed and started pedaling.
Again.
As soon as we reached the Mouseum, I jammed on the brakes and sprawled over the handlebars. "Leave me here," I panted.
I'm as fried as a day-old mozzarella stick.
"Nonsense," Hercule cried.
Look alive.
"Geronimo, here comes
Grant Von Pinkhouse.
the Mouseum director." "Here you are, finally,"
Follow me.
the frantic-looking director said, waving us forward. I staggered to my paws and returned the bicycle to the nearest station. I leaned it against an empty wall and hurried to catch up with the Hercule and the director. As we entered the main hall where the egg exhibit had been set up, I looked around curiously. Wasn't anyone guarding the
Mouse Berger egg.
Of course someone was, Grant said, but the
Cheddarhead.
fell asleep on the job. The thief stole the egg right out from under his
Whiskers.
We had reached the display case where the Mouse Berger egg had been. I could smell a strange, sweet
Scent.
in the air. It reminded me of something, but I couldn't quite put my
Paw.
on what it was. The director pointed out where a perfect
Oval.
hole had been cut out of the glass. The oval still rested on the floor. Hercule pulled out his detective
Magnifying glass.
and looked over the scene of the crime.
Carefully. Geronimo!
Take a
Picture
of me with your,
phone.
Hercules said. Did you find a
Clue?
you need documented? I asked eagerly. Nope, nothing yet. I just want.
Hercules, take my picture. What about the egg?
Thea to see how
Hints.
I look when I'm investigating a case. Moldy mozzarella. Hercules, is this really the right time for that? We have to find the missing egg. I gestured to the empty display case. But before I could say anything else, my
Cell phone.
flew out of my outstretched paw to catch it before it hit the ground.
1,
I lunged forward
2, bumped into
the display case and
3,
smashed my snout against the
marble.
stand.
Yikes!
Are you okay? The director asked. This display case is made with a special material. It's
Unbreakable, indestructible, and crush-proof.
Hercules shook his snout in disbelief, but the
Thief
was able to cut a hole right through it. The director rubbed his. He must have used a
very pure.
diamond then. It's the only thing that could even scratch this material. Hercules said. That's our first. Then. And I just found our second one, I cried from the ground. Look! The two of them glanced down to see what I found. I held up a long hair that had gotten caught at the base of the stand.
Cheesy toast crumbs.
Well done, Geronimo. Our thief has
Long, blonde hair.
and access to a very pure.
Diamond.
We've practically got this thing solved, Hercules cried. It's a start, at least, I said. It's not easy to get your paws on a very pure.
Diamond.
We need to talk to an expert. Just then, my cell phone.
Rang.
Hercules' eyes lit up like he just spotted a.
Cheese.
Is that Thea? Tell her I say hello. I rolled my eyes. It's Creepella, I said before accepting the call.
Hello, Creepella? How are you?
Geronimo, where are you? She shouted.
You coming to the egg hunt?
I'm busy now. I need to find a diamond expert for a top secret project, I said. Creepella. Oh, Geronimo, you don't have to be secretive. I can tell you're looking for a birthday gift for me. I gulped. No, Creepella, that's not it at all. It's for something else.
Something secret.
Whatever you say, Geronimo, Creepella said. For this,
Secret matter.
you should visit the best jewelry store in town, Moustacular Jewels. Talk to.
Monsieur Von Gold.
He's the best. He'll know just what I like. I groaned. Sorry, Creepella. I think we've got a bad phone connection. Gotta go. I turned back to Hercules, but before I could say anything, my phone. Again. Maybe this is Thea, Hercules cried. It's just a text from Trap, I said. I have to go see him. But Creepella said we could find a jewelry expert at Moustacular Jewels. You go there, and I'll meet you as soon as I can. Geronimo, where are you? Don't let me down. Come right away.